What is at stake tonight?
For us, it's really just another game. I don't think that there's anything big on the line or, people thinking that they got to prove something. I don't think we have anything to prove, and we're just going to keep playing like it's another game. I don't think there's anything at stake tonight.
What were the vibes out at practice today?
They were good. It's a different feeling when you're having success, right? But it was loose, nothing too straining, so we can get save our energy for tonight and just getting our sticks in our hands and kind of go through a flow and going over things and just keep them sharp.
Going into a game like this, I don't know if in New Era history there has been a game that is going to be this exciting going into. Is it just exciting even thinking about this kind of matchup tonight?
I don't know how many people are going to be here. I don't really think about it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are talking about it that are close to the area. It's just two cities are close to each other. There's going to be a lot of Buffalo fans coming, but I never really think about that. And when I'm on the floor, I kind of have tunnel vision, so maybe I'll get to enjoy it after or, not really think about it.
What's the Chipotle order today?
Well, it'll be the usual. It has to be a bowl, and it'll be chicken, brown rice, both beans, and then a little bit of everything. And Jeff Wittig's got to sit shotgun. It's working right now, so he's the shotgun man, and that's what we're rolling with.
Yeah, I talked to Ryan Smith last night. I asked him what's the biggest difference been from last year's Knighthawks to this year's Knighthawks. He said you. Is it just a mentality for you, feeling comfortable that the one job is yours, or what is it this year that's different for you from last year?
That's very nice of him to say that as a teammate, and obviously that's feels good for him to think that about me and have that faith in me. But for me, I'm going to have a different opinion. I'm going to have to disagree. I think that our defense is coming together so well. We're playing so smooth. We're talking to each other. We're communicating. We're getting in front of shots. Guys are soaking shots, right? Guys are picking up loose balls. We're staying close, and so I think the defense is discrediting themselves a lot, and I'm gonna be getting a lot of that reward and all those eyes, and it's really not fair. And those guys are gonna credit to me because they're amazing teammates, but I think that as a back end as a whole, Paulie, Dan Coates, Rylan Rees, they've really brought us together, and we're all buying into the same thing. We're all staying to our plans, and we're not. There's no individual efforts on our back end, which is huge, and it's one of those things right now. You can't force it, and you can't really make it happen. We're having chemistry. We're having a really close back end, and that's just something that I think is working for us.
Do you think that close back end and no specific one guy being above the unit, do you think that might be why, still being at 5-0, people still are questioning because they just don't see what the defensive unit does as much as they do?
I think it very well could be. The back end's always in this game has been the hardest working, in my opinion. Those guys are selfless. Those guys are they're a team first kind of mentality. I mean, the whole team is, but the D guys, they always put it all out on the line. They're getting on and off the floor hard, right? So I think that it's probably one of the most thankless jobs on the floor is being a defensive player. So, a big credit for them.
Obviously, you have to play against Matt Vince this weekend. I mean, the one of two players that has one more save in the NLL than you right now. I mean, just talk to me about him as a player, watching him while you've grown up and played the sport.
Vino was a huge role model. There was a few of my favorite goalies watching NLL as a kid, and the one was Bob Watson. I was always a huge fan of Bob. And the next one, when Bob retired, was Vino. And Vino is a great athlete. He represents the game very well. And then he's just every kid, I think, wants to be like Vino when they grow up. So to play against him, obviously it's a huge honor to be on the same floor as Vino. But at the end of the day, we're just going to compete. And it's not me versus him or offense versus offense. It's team versus team here. So Bandits versus the Knighthawks, and that's what it's going to come down to.